So we've come to the end of the course, and to wrap it all up, let's reflect on what you've learned and what's up next. So in the beginning of the course, we set out with these goals, and I mentioned that the goal is to try to prepare you for advanced courses in this, enable you to start careers or to continue your career as a data scientist, and empower you to really apply computational and inferential thinking to address real-world problems. If you want to reflect back on the data science life cycle, which has really been the grounding point of this course, we started out looking at the data acquisition part and how we could use Pandas, Jupyter, Matplotlib to grab data, visualize it, start doing exploratory data analysis. And so that was the beginning piece, right? When we gave you the crash course in Pandas and started practicing this first part of the data science lifecycle. And we went back and forth throughout the semester between this idea of what kind of data should we get? What sample size should we get? And then maybe we need to explore it some more, or maybe we found some issues and we need to go back and get more data. So this is definitely not a linear process, but much more back and forth. Then we spent a lot of time building our muscle and mathematical ability to be able to do prediction and inference. And that involved the foundations of probability, Bayes' rule, random variables, central limit theorem. With that foundation, we were able to start taking data sets and answer questions of inference through hypothesis tests and confidence intervals. And then in the last part of the course, we moved on to modeling using both models where we were predicting quantitative outputs as well as qualitative. And we saw all the things that go into the modeling process, trying to figure out if we need to do feature engineering, making sure we are not overfitting our data, using regularization, five-fold or k-fold cross-validation. We looked at an intro to the important considerations you need when you're doing machine learning models. So here's a summary of the topics that we've covered, and I put this up to make you realize that we've come so far. There's a lot of really interesting things that you've touched upon in this course. And in particular, this has now set you up for a lot of different options going forward. So what would come next? First, I'm going to point out that at the appendix, I'm going to click on this here, the appendix of our Learning Data Science book, there is great useful links for a bunch of different resources for more in-depth treatment of a lot of the themes in the book. So depending on your interest and or applications, this is a great starting point for where you can dive off deeper. And it goes. It's a long list of great sources. The other place I'm going to direct you is in the CSPB program. So 3 courses that build on all of this foundation you've been working on are Intro to Artificial Intelligence, Data Mining, and Machine Learning. So if you found this course interesting, those would be great courses to jump to next. I'm also going to point out that a great way to strengthen your knowledge of these ideas is really through getting your hands dirty on your own data sets. And there are countless sources of data available. Great places to look are linked here. You've seen throughout the course we've done several different analysis with data sets via Kaggle, and Kaggle has ongoing machine learning competitions that you're welcome to look into. Another place I want to direct you is the data science ethos lifecycle. And so this really does try to address the questions that data scientists often face, but not just from the mathematical, what's your minimum RMSE at the end of the day. This is actually looking through lenses that we often don't consider that are very important in the implications of the models you may make as a data scientist. So I like to send you off saying you have actually a lot more knowledge of this field than most people, and with great power comes great responsibility. Use your power wisely. Please keep in touch. We love to hear from graduates of this class and the program as to how you are applying what you've learned. Thanks for sharing this semester with me. It's been fun for me, and I hope that you have it's at least sparked the interest and your own curiosity in this subject.